Delaware's an incredible state, and we love to take advantage of great opportunities like the Brownfield redevelopment program to make our community, to make our businesses even stronger.
Delaware has a world-class brownfield remediation program. We actually clean up historically contaminated sites for a better and productive use. I'm actually standing at one right now in the Wilmington Riverfront, where a lot of old manufacturing sites and other things where the jobs have gone by the wayside, but the legacy of pollution still remained. And so we clean up these sites so they can have a more productive use.
If you look at the Riverfront today, it's really the fulfillment of aspirations we've had for the last 17 years. Or we always believed that we'd have people living down here. We always believed we'd have restaurants and entertainment and hotels and people working down here. And today we've got 5,000 people who work here every day. We've got 1,200 to 1,300 people who live here. The Riverwalk is simply beautiful. The public market, the parks that we have are terrific. And then the refuge, the wildlife refuge itself is just such a magnificent dimension to this otherwise urban area. We've just got so many elements to a very, very attractive destination.
Denmark actually has a wonderful partnership with the private sector where we provide both the technical expertise, we look at the remediation plans, we actually do work in some of the sampling with the companies to figure out what exactly is needed. We actually provide some financing for that as a way to incentivize these sites rather than another greenfield site. We'd rather have somebody build right here in the city of Wilmington rather than on a farm field or some other open space that isn't contaminated in any way. And one of the things that really makes the program special is that we do provide that liability protection where the new owner isn't responsible for all the contamination of the past, but they do have to clean it up to a healthy standard. And so it's really a good balance of maintaining our environmental objectives while still growing our economy.
There was honestly not a square foot of real estate down here that didn't have some level of contamination because of the shipbuilding that went on down here and the processes that deposited all the metals into the ground. And we had a huge tannery trade down here, and so people would load the arsenic into a dump truck, bringing them down here, and then dump them somewhere down here in the river. So wherever you look around here, you'll be doing your site investigation, all of a sudden you'll hit a little mother lode of arsenic, and that's why.
The Brownfield program is key in terms of two reasons. One, it allows us with comfort to reduce our liabilities from historic contaminations in the property, and also the properties that we build on are so centrally located. The reason they haven't been built on in the past are because people have typically shied away from them because of the brownfield issues. Now with the programs the state has via DNREC, it makes it much easier for us to understand the liability of the contamination and get comfortable so that we can build in these very valuable and well-located properties.
Businesses take a look at the Brownfield program and they realize that with relatively limited resources, they can help transform an area and make it something better for them, for their business, and for the community. There's a terrific return on investment. Our estimate is $17.50 benefit for every dollar that we put in. That's an incredible bang for the buck, and it's a real win-win for taxpayers, for businesses, and for the community.
My husband Jim and I have lived on the riverfront for about 5 to 6 years. We are native to Delaware, and living in the city is a wonderful experience from this perspective. It's really great to see this part of Wilmington come alive, because this part of Wilmington was pretty dead up until the redevelopment of the riverfront. And now it's a vibrant community of people that care about one another and people that are really able to enjoy life from here. Life as professionals, as business people, but also life as residents. So it's a really kind of cool combination of different aspects of your life all coming together in one place.
There are a lot of programs that focus on economic development, and there's a lot of programs that focus on cleaning up the environment. There's very few that kind of get the right intersection of how we do both at the same time. And I think that because this program has had some funding to actually to spur private investment, because the science is very clear and our standards are very clear, and because we have just one of the best staff in the entire country. I think that's kind of the perfect combination, the perfect cocktail, if you will, for why we have a world-class program.
When we can take parcels that were dirty, that were frankly not up to par with the rest of the area, transform them, put a great new business in there, that's good for everybody, and it's really helped make Delaware what it is today.